All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today, leading up to the second last episode for the Walking Dead television series. In this one, we're going to give our thoughts on whether or not we think we could see Rick return, and possibly as a CRM General or as a series villain for the finale. Alright dudes, so definitely wanted to go ahead and do one of these videos with you guys for this week, as we just have 2 episodes left for the ending of the Walking Dead television series. So for this one, we're going to give our thoughts on the kind of idea that I want to say originated from Walking Dead World Beyond, which kind of came about with Jadis. If you guys remember from World Beyond, it had 2 seasons, and Jadis goes into the 2nd season of Walking Dead World Beyond, and she has joined the CRM, so she's sort of like a villain in the 2nd season for Walking Dead World Beyond somewhat. But she does mention a character named General Beale, and so it did spark some possibility there, ideas in the mind of the viewers that maybe General Beale could be Rick, and that maybe after Jadis and Rick left in the helicopter, Rick was forced to join the CRM. Now, a lot of people thought that we would see the CRM in these last few episodes. We have not yet. Even the Warden and the Outpost 22 and everybody else involved, Lance and Pamela, we haven't seen any connection so far between the Commonwealth and the CRM. Now, we have 2 episodes left for the Walking Dead TV series. It doesn't mean that we won't see a crossover there, in that possibly the Commonwealth know who the CRM are, but some of the different interviews that some of the people at AMC have done, they've said that they're going to be giving the original series a finite ending. So it's not just going to be like a cliffhanger ending for the Walking Dead TV series, even though they've announced 3 spin-off series, and they're well underway now of being produced, of production. The Dead City, Negan and Maggie spin-off has been filming already. Daryl Dixon is the name of the spin-off series for Daryl. And that one is just starting now. And then Denai Guerrera and Andrew Lincoln for the Rick and Michonne spinoff. She has been confirmed to be writing for that, and they're going to be starting production on that pretty soon. So that kind of makes me think that if it's a definitive ending for the Walking Dead original series, TV series, that we might not see a crossover for the CRM in this one. The CRM is one that, aside from the helicopter with Rick, I don't think we've seen in the original Walking Dead TV series, much since then, right? Like, since Rick left in the helicopter and he was saved by Jadis, we've seen them a lot in World Beyond, obviously, which the whole series, the 2 seasons were like focused on the CRM. So that was a heavy concentration in those 2 seasons. Then in Fear the Walking Dead, they used them a lot. They had a good number of times where you would have CRM soldiers touch down or be involved in different storylines with different characters in Fear. So for the original Walking Dead series, we'll have to see how they end things off here. I like the idea of Rick possibly becoming like a villain in The Walking Dead. Maybe he, after he's taken off in the helicopter with Jadis, not only does Jadis join the CRM, but he's forced to as well. If that's the case, they may have, he may have undergone some brainwashing, he may have been injured, so he may have some kind of amnesia, something like this. They could use this for Rick to turn him into kind of a villain. How exactly Daryl ends up in France, we don't know, but maybe that could have something to do with the CRM. They're definitely a group that would be able to pull off getting rid of somebody in that way. They have said in interviews that Daryl doesn't go there of his own accord, so he doesn't go there willingly. So he's taken there and kind of dropped off there or something. So maybe we will see that, either in the Daryl Dixon spinoff series or maybe in the final episode. From the 2 last episodes, I don't think we'll see Rick in the second last episode. I think that's going to be mostly an action episode with Mercer, Daryl, Negan, Maggie, everybody else versus Pamela and the group, the Commonwealth group, Eugene somewhere in and around there too, and Aaron and the various different survivors that we have. So I don't think we're going to see Rick in the second last episode, but we do know that Andrew Lincoln was on set for the final episode. At least, maybe I shouldn't say on set. He was in Atlanta for the final episode. He's also been seen on location in Paris, where they're going to be filming for the Daryl spin-off series as well too. So is it possible he could be a villain and somehow could appear in the final episode and separate the group up, send Daryl to France, somehow Negan and Maggie get dropped off somewhere else and disband the group? Something of along these lines that he may be forced to do because he sees them as a potential threat or something to the CRM, and he's been brainwashed into a villain. Could set up for some really cool final battle between Daryl and Rick or something, like a epic final fight or something. Well, we'll see. For now, there's no way for us to know or to see, ahead of time what that's going to look like. But definitely, the CRM should have a huge, part in the Rick and Michonne spinoff series. Probably also in the Daryl spinoff series. So probably it'll be something along these lines. It may not be Rick who sends Daryl away. It could be somebody else there. It could be Jadis maybe, or somebody at the CRM, somebody we've seen in like World Beyond or something. But I don't know if we're going to see it in the final episode or if it will be in the spinoffs, because they also have to do in the comic book series. There's like a time skip in the last trade or in the last issue, and they go like way into the future. I don't know if they want to do that with the TV series version, like have this time skip where they go way ahead, Judith's grown up and all this other stuff, because how would that connect with the spin-off series? It would put it so far ahead, it would be a little bit tricky to do unless they did like a fast forward in the future with Judith and her family, and they don't show you everybody there, right? They only show like Eugene, Rosita, some of the others or something. Maybe that would work then. And so, because you don't want it to go, it would have to go ahead of the spinoffs, and you don't want it to kind of ruin anything for the spinoffs later on. So it's a little bit tricky to do a final time skip. But that's my thoughts for the most part on Rick returning as a villain. I think it could be really cool if he's like a CRM general and he was forced to do that or something after they saved him. Like they saved him and he had to work for them to work off his payment for them saving him. So leave your comments below. Let me know what you guys think about this concept of Rick possibly a CRM general, and that kind of being how they finish it off with Jadis involved, Michonne eventually finding him again, and other things happen. Yeah, that's for that one. Rita Mizzi said that Rick, MKultra'd. So, yeah, it's true. But, there are ways that they could get him to work for them. The CRM may make a deal with him. We save you whatever. We leave your family alone, but you work for us and you got to go do this other stuff or something. There's a lot of different possible ways that the CRM could get him to do that. And I am surprised that we have not seen the CRM yet in the final season, because there's only 2 episodes left. So I would have thought we probably would see something with them as of yet. But man, they've got a lot of stuff to include in these last 8 episodes. Like the Oceanside is just thrown in with Luke and Jules as a mention, and that's probably all we're going to see of it, because it's hard for them to wrap up everything they had going in Walking Dead in just 8 episodes. So we'll see how it ends off. But I'm still enjoying them. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Cynthia says this is leading to Rick Grimes' return. So, yeah, I think so. And it's cool to see in the preview Daryl using the Colt. Also sweet. So, reminiscent of Rick. And Andrew Lincoln was there. So maybe the final episode, I'm thinking. That could be an epic ending for The Walking Dead if Rick returns, like in the last episode. That'd be awesome. The Duder says, did you see the part where the walker picked up a knife in the third last episode? Wonder where this is going. Yeah, so there's all kinds of cool stuff they've brought up as new ideas and new angles for Walking Dead for the season. But it's only 8 episodes, so it's almost over. So that's just the way it worked out. But I think the Smart Walker concept is so cool. I'd like to see it more in the spin-offs, maybe Fast Walkers in Paris or something. With Daryl could be really awesome. And maybe some Smart Walkers in New York as well, in Dead City. I don't know how much they want to use this, but it was really cool that the walker picked the knife up. I'm surprised it took them this long to kind of figure out this is an idea. It's a great idea, and it's strong enough probably for a whole season or two by itself. I think it's very, very cool. Yeah, well, where it's going, there's not much more time due to for it to go anywhere. Just to be used in the last couple episodes, and that's pretty much it. Here and there, some of the walkers. So it could be cool in the zombie herd that Aaron and the others are in, because some of them are smart walkers. So could some of them figure out what's going on, that they're doing a whisper trick and turn on them or something? That could be really sweet if one of them figures it out and uses his knife against like Aaron or Lydia or somebody like that. That could be freaking wicked, like a brutal death for sure. TNV says, hey Trev, since you live in Canada, do you love weed? Just throw it in there as one. I don't, but yeah, in Canada, a lot of people, I mean a lot, smoke weed. There's pot shops everywhere, but I actually don't smoke weed. Daria Brand said, Mercer to Pamela, your reign is over, but this doesn't mean your life has to end. Pamela sees Eugene and steps to Maxine. If you have any last words, now is the time. Maxine, Walker is Commonwealth soldier, kills Maxine with the end of a sword, episode 22. So that's Daria Brand's predictions for the episode. So, well, we'll see how it goes down between Pamela and Mercer and the others. Maxine could be killed off. Eugene will be somewhere involved there too. Really, these are the final episodes of the series. They don't have to really have anybody survive who isn't in a spinoff. Anybody who is not in a spinoff could be potentially killed off in these last few episodes, like Aaron, Rosita, some of the others. Rosita Espinosa said, even though they are not showing the final episode early, I bet there will be spoilers out there from that group that took over the Spoiling the Dead fans, called the Walking Dead Universe Spoilers. We'll finish off on this because I think it's just really funny. Is that what they're called now? Are they calling themselves the Walking Dead Universe Spoilers? Oh man, the Spoiling the Dead people are crazy. I remember they got mad at me one time because, I don't know, I didn't give them credit or something for a picture that I just found on Google search or something. They got all mad. I don't know. I get these people are crazy. Back in like season 5 and 6, they used to like dumpster dive. They'd go into like dumpsters to try to find scripts that people had like thrown away and shit like this. Try to find anything they could. Like if some of the production crew would throw stuff out, they would like go through the garbage and try to find pictures of the new season coming. It's like crazy. I think they also said that when Morgan returns in The Walking Dead, like in season 5, that he had to like wear this disguise because he didn't want anybody. He had like full on, agent mode, right? Like full on. Goes in, he's got to wear a disguise so that none of the people that are like crazy about the show could find him and figure out that Morgan was returning in season. I think it still got leaked anyway, so there probably will be some kind of spoiler for the final episode. You know, for example, you have Andrew Lincoln in Paris. People just notice him there. I'm actually kind of surprised they even really noticed who he was because, you know, I don't know in France or other countries how many people watch Walking Dead necessarily, right? It's like you don't even know. But yeah, the Spoiling the Dead and all the different stuff is like, I appreciate their spoilers over the years, I guess. I did not know they renamed themselves to The Walking Dead Universe Spoilers. This has happened a few times where they've gotten in fights with each other and they've renamed it and been like, no, I'm the real spoiler. No, I'm the, you know, they're like fighting over who's better at spoiling the series. I don't know. AMC had to step up their security, their script security and stuff. Yeah, crazy. So that's it for this video, guys. What do you think? Do you think we'll see Rick return in these last 2 episodes? Maybe the last episode particularly. And do you think he'll return as a good guy, bad guy? Do you think he has something to do with Daryl ending up in France? Like he comes down the helicopter and splits them up and then, you know, something along these lines, and they're all like, Rick, and he's like, you know, he's a bad guy, though, and he doesn't recognize him or something. Could be cool, man. MKultra'd or Amnesia or something. There's a few options. Let's see what Denai Guerrera can come up with for the Rick and Michonne spinoff since she's writing it. Thumb the video out below, subscribe at the bottom, and I'll see you guys again soon for another video. As always, it's Trev saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.